Top 10 shocking King Coronation moments that made the public upset. Starting off with number 10, Andrew. Due to Andrew's allegations of SA, Charles is said to have deliberately sidelined his younger brother from participating in the ceremony and from waving on the balcony afterwards, a prestigious post. He did not stop Andrew from attending, however, nor did he ban him from wearing his plush ceremonial robes as had been reported. Andrew indeed walked in through the main entrance at Westminster Abbey on Saturday morning, bows and chains and all. At least he was booed as his state car drove him along the mall, though. Not as awkward as deserved and expected. Number 9, Coronation Costs. The UK is currently dealing with a cost of living crisis. Since the coronation is a state event, it will be paid for by the UK government with an estimated cost between 50 to 100 million pounds. Having an event that costs millions while everyday folks are struggling to make ends meet is simply not a good look. The defense of the cost is that it will bring in a boon to the economy, specifically in the hospitality industry, but that remains to be seen. In the meantime, let's just all sit back and enjoy the show. But let's keep our fingers crossed that the British Monarchy comes up with a solution to this cost of living crisis before it's too late. After all, no one wants to be stuck footing the bill for an extravagant coronation while citizens are left struggling to survive. At least we can take comfort in knowing that the monarchy will always be ready to provide us with a few moments of pageantry. In the meantime, let's all hope for an economic recovery soon. On to number 8, Harry and Meg. When Harry's memoir Spare came out, there was quite a bit of hand-wringing about what Harry revealed in his book, including intimate details about his relationships with his brother and stepmother Queen Camilla. In an interview, ITV's Tom Bradby asked Harry if he would come to the coronation, to which Harry said, "There was a lot that can happen between now and then, but the door is always open. The ball is in their court. There's a lot to be discussed, and I really hope that they're willing to sit down and talk about it." We now know that Harry did attend, but Meghan and their kids stayed back home in Montecito to celebrate Archie's birthday. All eyes were on Harry at Westminster Abbey, and no, he did not interact with Prince William or his sister-in-law Kate Middleton, at least in front of the cameras. But what's his relationship like with King Charles? We'll never know. Will he take the opportunity to write a new chapter in his relationship with his family? Regardless of what happens, one thing is certain: Prince Harry's presence was an unforgettable moment. Number 7, the homage of the people. One of the biggest differences between King Charles's coronation and past is the homage part of the ceremony. Instead of which all the royal princes paying homage, which would include Prince William, Harry, Andrew, and Edward, only Prince William will do so on behalf of the whole royal family. To replace the homage of the peers, the ceremony adds an homage of the people where the Archbishop of Canterbury will say, "I call upon all persons of goodwill of the UK, of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, and of the other realms and the territories to make their homage in heart and voice to their undoubted king, defender of all. In response, all who so desire, both in Westminster Abbey and elsewhere, will pledge, I swear that I will pay true allegiance to your majesty and to your heirs and successors according to law, so help me God." The Church of England notes in its annotated liturgy, this is a new and significant moment in the tradition of the coronation. Never before in our history have the general public been offered such an opportunity to join with national figures in declaring their allegiance to a new sovereign. The homage of the people has not been received positively by, well, many of the people. Good Morning Britain, a British morning show, asked its Twitter followers if they would participate. 86% said they wouldn't. Republic, the anti-monarchist group, said, "In a democracy, it is the head of state who should swear allegiance to us. This as an offensive and tone-deaf gesture that holds the people in contempt." Number 6, controversial scepters. Many of Britain's crown jewels are controversial, especially the Kohinoor diamond at the center of the Queen Mother's coronation crown. Queen Camilla did not wear it, instead wore Queen Mary's crown. But 2 scepters that were used are viewed as problematic. The sovereign scepter with cross and the Queen Consort's rod with dove. The first features the Cullinan diamond, also known as the Great Star of Africa, a diamond discovered in a mine in South Africa in 1905 after British colonization. The Cullinan diamond must be returned to South Africa with immediate effect, activist Thandusolo Sabelo told South Africa's Times the past fall. Sabelo added, "The minerals of our country and other countries continue to benefit Britain at the expense of our people." University of South Africa professor Evaristo Benyeira told CNN that he views the gem as a blood diamond. Other parts of the Cullinan diamond featured in Charles's imperial state crown and in Camilla's crown. The rod Camilla was given during the ceremony is also controversial. Made in 1685 and made of ivory. In 2014, Prince William reportedly campaigned for all items containing ivory removed from the royal collection. Dr. Paula Kaumbu, executive director of Wildlife Direct, said at the time, 99% of ivory that is in people's hands comes from elephants being gunned down. Handing it in shows I'm gonna wash my hands of this despicable business. It shows the royals are not above taking a practical personal action. It would probably result in similar support from other countries. Using the ivory scepter is against this entirely. Number 5, the star power or lack thereof at the Coronation Concert. On Sunday evening, royals attended a concert at Windsor Castle to celebrate the coronation. Katy Perry, Lionel Richie, Take That, and more were slated to perform at the concert, but reportedly, they were not the palace's first choice. Apparently, Harry Styles, Elton John, Adele, the Spice Girls, and Ed Sheeran all said no to performing at the concert. A source told the Daily Mail the king has suggested a number of people who would like to perform, and Adele and Ed were on that list. He was very keen that they were part of the concert. There is a team set up to get the talent signed up, but they are unavailable, which was a massive disappointment. They are titans of the showbiz industry and are quintessentially British, but also known across the globe. Such a shame. Number 4, Queen Camilla's title. When Charles and Camilla married, the royal family said she would be known as HRH, the Princess Consort, when Charles accedes to the throne. Last year, Queen Elizabeth weighed in on the question of Camilla's title, writing in her Platinum Jubilee message, "It is my sincere wish that when that time comes, Camilla will be known as Queen Consort as she continues her own loyal service." After the passing of Elizabeth, the palace confirmed Camilla would use the Queen Consort title, but after the coronation, she will likely just go by Queen Camilla, as revealed on the coronation invitation. This isn't that controversial, but it is dredging up the controversy surrounding the origins of her relationship with Charles, which began while he was still married to Diana. Number 3, the controversial invites. One RSVP on the guest list for the coronation has caused uproar in Northern Ireland. Michelle O'Neill, the vice president of Republican Party Sinn Féin, formerly the political wing of the Provisional IRA, Sinn Féin does not recognize British sovereignty in Northern Ireland nor the British monarch. Per the BBC, Sinn Féin MPs do not take their seats in Westminster, partly because they are required to take an oath of allegiance to the head of the royal family. So why is O'Neill attending? She said, "I am an Irish Republican. I also recognize there are many people on our island for whom the coronation is a hugely important occasion. I'm committed to being a First Minister for all, representing the whole community, building good relations between the people of these islands, and advancing peace and reconciliation through respectful and mature engagement." She was accompanied by Alex Maskey, Speaker of the Northern Ireland Assembly. This was a controversial decision. Northern Irish politician Jerry Carroll tweeted, James Connolly stood against the British monarchy, describing it as the tyranny imposed by the hand of greed and treachery upon the human race. He would turn in his grave to see the likes of Michelle O'Neill and Alex Maskey supporting the coronation of the British king, which is all about rehabilitating the monarchy, an institution steeped in privilege, racism, and imperialism. Many critiques were along similar lines. Number 2, the British monarchy itself. This is an existential drama, but a real one. Should the British monarchy continue? The coronation of King Charles has become a real moment of reckoning for the future of the monarchy itself. A YouGov poll commissioned by BBC's Panorama found that only 32% of 18 to 25-year-olds believe the monarchy should exist. As Victoria Murphy wrote in Town and Country, as the public lines the streets this weekend, whether it be to show a rousing support for the monarchy or out of curiosity for this unique moment in history, they will be treated to a display that no one has seen for 70 years. The monarchy has a lot to gain or lose from whether they come away feeling like they have witnessed a powerful showcase of Britain today or something that belongs in the past. And finally, number 1, Prince William successfully pretended Harry didn't exist. William was rumored to be angriest of all the royals, supposedly lobbying Charles against inviting Harry and refusing to say one more word to him than necessary. William is still upset about Harry's book, an ET source claimed last month. He feels it was a betrayal. Harry accused his older brother of physically attacking him, repeatedly painted him as jealous, patronizing, and a hothead, and made disparaging remarks about William's hairline. No surprise then that William diligently avoided acknowledging his little brother's existence at the Abbey. That is all for today. For all the English tea, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more juicy royal updates, and I'll catch you next time on The Rich Life.